So that gets us to the comics. So comments, do you want to start with Daredevil episode 4?
Man.
Daredevil,
bro.
I mean, I'm just gonna start. Like I said this on our group chat too.
Cheers.
Oh, so stupid.
It's a fucking title change. 3 years with this, man. Come on, man.
Okay, get it right.
Oh, fuck.
It's hard. Listen, I give you props for this man in the chair shit. I can only do so much.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I always will because it's tough. So here's what I'll say that I echoed in our in group chat, and I'd love to know what you guys think in the chat. What you guys think of Daredevil episode 4? Hit that like button, help us out. But here's what I will say: if it wasn't for Punisher and that Daredevil scene, that episode was about to go downhill. Pretty much after that point, the episode was fire to me. I love I did like some parts in the beginning. Like I liked the parallels they were showing between Kingpin and Daredevil, and how like they clearly are like struggling to deal with like their images right now. You know, Daredevil not wanting to put the suit on, Kingpin being the mayor. Yo, when the kids were singing to him, I literally felt exactly how he felt when he was just sitting there he was just like, I'm just like, these little shits. Like I would put them through a wall. Yeah. And then he had to go to the what was it, the other meeting, and he's just like, I don't want to be part of this shit. He was just struggling. And then by the end of the episode, you see how they pretty much come full circle, and you know, Matt's clearly putting the suit back on, Kingpin eating the whole plate of food, torturing a guy. We're gonna get Fat Kingpin back. I can't wait. But what'd you guys think?
I mean, I listen, I just slept through the whole damn thing because I was like 5 minutes from turning it off. It was just like, at this point, because of the number of episodes, listen, enough with the story building. Let's get to what we came here for.
Right.
But this is always the curse of Disney Plus, as I always say, because it's supposed to be a family platform. You know, they smooth it out. And listen, I give you one more episode, and then after that, I'll just wait and binge it. At this point, I'm like, I want to see Daredevil do what we came. I want to see Punisher. Right. I want to see whoever else is popping up.
Kingpin and Muse, all that stuff.
You know, they're just stretching this thing out. Like you say, both of them are trying not to be who they are.
Yep.
And by the end of it, they all have to revisit and just face it like, listen, this is who I am, this is what I do. When the kids were singing, bro, I was in tears because, bro, it's like they didn't even practice. Like everybody was off key. They know the words and shit.
No, wait, so Torian, that children's choir was trash.
Yeah, it's a fact.
They had to follow up some song in another language.
Yo, this shit was crazy. But I was just like, listen, I'll give you one more episode, and after that, I'm just gonna binge it. Like, forget it.
I mean, listen, they did say like D'Onofrio and what's his face, and the guy who plays Matt. Yeah, sorry, thank you. They both said that episode 5 is a banger.
That's
so
what
I
I've
mean,
heard too, multiple times.
Yeah.
Episode 5 is a banger.
The irony to this is that allegedly the original writers weren't going to let us even see him in the suit until episode 4.
Fucking insanity.
And Kevin Feige fired all of them and then brought new people in. So
fucking insanity. Imagine we went through this series and still hadn't seen the costume.
I know looking back on our video from last week that they said the script changes happened, and that whole fight scene with Bullseye and Foggy, you know, it was in last minute. If we didn't have Daredevil in the suit from that point on,
would have done it.
This show would have fucking sucked.
Imagine that whole first fight isn't in there.
It completely would have sucked, in my opinion. Yep. Because you need to have, like, I know Leo's going to differ from what I have to say, and I totally get it. So here's my point of view, right? Because I know he's going to be the differing factor here. I want to go back and do a dive on the comic books from Daredevil Born Again, because I don't have enough knowledge personally to know the story itself. I'm assuming it's very similar. Disney Plus probably did an interpretation of it, this and the other thing. Yeah. So I'm going to go back and do a dive on that. But my other point of the matter is that Daredevil, at this point, like 4 episodes of just Daredevil in the suit one time, I get the whole like struggle with, put on the suit, don't put on the suit.
Yeah.
But at the same point in time, like, you have to give the people something, which is why, like, you said it best in our group chat. You did just enough to reel me back in, because last minute you showed Punisher, Kingpin eating the plate of food, torturing somebody, and Matt picking up the helmet. And you're like, okay, episode 5, everybody's going to be back. And we're going to do something good.
Every time I try and get out, they pull me back
right the fuck back in. So I'm like, cool. I'm giving it a shot. but I've reneged my statement on this possibly being Marvel's best project this year so far. Unless the last 4 episodes
are complete fire.
Insane? No way. Yeah. No way. I mean, right now.
And listen, it might be because we went over those rumors. I think it was last week where they were saying pretty much episode 2 and 6 were supposed to be like episode 1 through whatever it was, and then they added episode 1, which is clearly obvious. They added after watching this, clearly added episode 1, and apparently they added the last 2 episodes of like whatever they trash and whatever it was. Right. I mean, Foggy was supposed to die off scene Karen. To a dirty cop
and Karen.
And yeah, it's insane. It's insane. Leo, Mr. Quiet,
he's got something to say. So
right.
Yeah.
All right. I thought this episode was okay. So to me, the acting was at 10.
Yeah.
The acting was at 10. Mr. Cox, my salute to you for flirting with the DA.
Yo, my man's a hoe. I
love you. I love you for that.
While he was talking to her, I'm like, this guy's a hoe.
I want that lawyer. Get me 10 days. Over 30.
Over 30. But the thing is, with this whole episode, it's all dealing with the dirty cops and the town. So for me, when the White Tiger's niece came in there and she was trying to see him with the amulet and everything else, so that struck a chord for me when she was so fucking vile and she was just full of hate, and she had the common courtesy just to come and hug him and give him that whole thing. Just fucking, it was great for me. And then we had the court scene when he was trying to get got him from the 20 days to the 10 days, and him having that speech inside the visiting cell between him and his lawyer. That just struck a chord with me because this personal life bullshit. So that just hit me in a different way. So that's why I saw that when he got the 10 days and he told the guy, after he was giving him shit and making fun of him because he's blind, and he was telling him, hey, you're blind, go get me my probation. And then he gives him the speech, no, I'm supposed to be happy for 10 days. I'm going to 10 days in fucking Rikers. So 10 days in Rikers is a fucking 10 years. Might as well be, because you're never gonna come. You don't know if you're gonna come right the fuck back. So might as well just give me fucking 10 years. So it's like everything was in there, like it was striking a personal chord with me. So that's why I was relating with a lot of the shit that was going on. And the speech that he had was so fucking impactful that he felt it. That okay, I see that you're right. He actually said the system is fucking broken. You're fucking right, and that started his tail.
Yeah, his tailwind.
Saying, why the fuck am I fighting like this?
Right. Why am I doing this when I know the answer? He knows the answer.
He knows the answer. What does he have to do? But he's just fighting it so much. I have to put on the fucking mask. I have to protect everybody. There's nobody out there protecting anybody no more in Hell's Kitchen and a little bit of fucking Harlem. But then you have the whole Fisk and the therapy thing. Yeah. The thing is with what's his name? D'Onofrio, right?
D'Onofrio, yeah.
His transition from Fisk, Kingpin, Fisk.
It's so
Kingpin.
Good. Him going back and forth, yeah. Oh, dude, him with the kid.
When they were singing, I was like, okay, that's Fisk.
Yeah.
That's this Fisk. That's Fisk. Yep. Oh, there goes fucking Kingpin coming out when he looked at the kid like, what the fuck am I standing here for with these little Fisks?
Even when he had that conversation with the dude who worked for him
who fucked up.
He looked at him and was like, you do anything like that again, I will kill you.
It wasn't.
I was like, oh,
it'll be. He said it'll be the last thing you ever do. It wasn't. I'll fire you. You'll never work here again. It'll be the last thing you ever do.
But he has moments of like, I'm Kingpin, I'm Fisk. I'm Kingpin, I'm Fisk. I'm Kingpin, I'm Fisk.
That's when I started seeing it. I was like, yo, he's going back and forth, being okay. I have to listen to him because the whole thing when he was trying to rebuild the Hell's Kitchen with the port, and the chick was like, no, you can't do that. He was like, I'm trying to. There goes fucking Kingpin. And then back to Fisk. What do I need to do? Stop giving me problems. Give me solutions. Back to Fisk. Kingpin. Fisk. So where the fuck do I gotta go? Kingpin.
Dude, yeah, when he had the meeting with all them and was yelling, I'm like, yes.
He's just fucking. And when he gave his speech to his assistant, I believe more in honor and bravery and honor. You know, I think when he gave that speech, I was like, he's gonna let him live. I was like, oh shit.
Give him a second chance.
Listen, the loyalty thing is real, man.
And that's the thing that's with him the most.
Yep.
He admitted he fucked up. He told him to fire him, And he actually told Fist said, are you trying to lose your job?
Right.
He was like, no, he actually admitted it. I know I fucked up. I don't
Mhm.
deserve to be here, but I will still keep backing you no matter what. That's what made him stay. So that's what the whole episode caught me. Then we jumped back into the fucking whole the therapy thing. Yo, him and his wife are weird as shit.
Yo, I love her, by the way. Yo, she low key like.
I have a stupid question because I feel like this lost me a little bit. Dude in the cage is the dude who has had me a fan. I was like, that's got to be him. I was like, there's no other person.
Yeah, no, we're not killing him. We're gonna
the bloody knuckles is clearly
we're gonna draw this out. We're not. You don't get to die.
Okay. not quick.
And if you do, it's gonna be slowly.
He promised his wife that he wasn't gonna kill him.
Yeah.
So that's what. That's why she stayed. He was like, oh, look, I'm gonna torture the shit out of you, and it'll let you watch me eat while you don't eat shit.
Yep.
I want to say this: the dialogue between Punisher and Daredevil.
That's what I want to like really dissect this because it was incredible.
Best
peak
dialogue I've heard in Marvel. Period. As far as like a conversation and like two people just like, oh, you're still reeling over Foggy's death, dude. No, fuck you. Punches him. I'm like, dude. Like this was a conversation.
It really brought me back to the first like interaction we had with them when they were on top of the building and he was talking about how he killed that guy and you know he could have had a life, a family, all this stuff, and he said, fuck that, I don't have time for that shit, like you're not doing this again, I'm putting you in the ground. Like
no, because he saw the chink in Daredevil's
right
armor. And he was like, okay, let's see how good are you. I'm gonna poke you.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep poking you. Say his name. Say his name.
Yep.
Say his
part
name.
Of that conversation. The part of that conversation I like the most is like you didn't come here to question me. You came here for approval.
Yeah.
That was That was a bar because it was exactly right. He came there to understand why he wants to do what he wants to do.
You know what else just keeps replaying in my mind is that like just looking back on these 4 episodes, like obviously a little bit of a lack of action, but what I will say is like going back to that scene, like Daredevil has been the guy from this point forward that's like, I don't want to kill people. I don't want to kill people. I don't want to kill people. But if you go back and remember, he had no way of knowing if he dropped Bullseye off that building, he wasn't going to die.
Oh, he
literally was like, I'm so pissed right now.
That was the line.
Fuck you.
That was literally that was his line.
That was one of the main things that took him off.
I was right now, that's what scared him.
He's struggling with like, I lost it. Like I was going to kill someone, but luckily he lived. Like,
and Punisher was saying, okay, you're just like me.
He's like, you're this close, dude.
I can see the guilt on you. I can see the fucking the resentment on you. So say his name. Say his name. Killer. Until he fucking smacked him and he was like, no. I was like, you little bitch.
All right, let's get to some of the comments here. Let me see real quick. Aaron's already drunk, guys. That's great.
Thanks, babe.
Yep. Let's see. Cannot wait for Kingpin Fist to handle or fight Vanessa. Oh God, Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Something's up. Seems to be heading towards that. Yeah, there's definitely going to be some more conflict there. I was surprised with the amount of cussing in this episode, says Torian. I almost forgot it was Disney Plus.
Didn't Punisher say something? He said, I don't want to use the word. Didn't he say something? Pussy?
Yeah, he did.
He did, right?
I was like,
and so did the niece.
Yo,
and they both did.
I clutched my pearls and said, my stars.
My stars. Great heavens. All of a sudden I was like, oh, Disney Plus. Oh shit.
So Jose, I think Jose stopped by last week. Welcome back again. I get why people are upset, but it's definitely built up the emotional tension for those who didn't watch the original. The emotion and the tension is literally right there. So that is a very cool thing. Let's see. Still haven't seen the costume and not sure what direction they're really going to go. The question is, I mean, like, I guess they're going to bring back like a brighter red costume, but like, are we going to see the other ones? Are we going to see the all black one?
That was going to be my question for you guys. So Daredevil picked up a helmet at the end of the episode, but we didn't show us. They showed him picking up a helmet. They didn't show which one do we think he starts with?
I think he's going to start with the dark burgundy one.
With the burgundy one again? From like the Netflix shit?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
He'll start with there, they're going to end up with that red shit.
Part of me is hoping because we've already seen shots of him fighting Muse in the red. Yeah. So part of me hopes he starts with like the black. Part of me is like, go to the black one, let that suit get fucked up, and then switch to the red.
Yeah.
But listen, I'll take anyone I can get at this point. I just need to see him back in the goddamn suit.
We got fucking Muse in this episode too.
We didn't even talk about Muse.
Yeah. So that guy's drawing blood to draw with blood.
Muse was talking to people around the train tracks and just like I'm telling you, bro.
With no problem.
I'm telling you,
and
bro.
that man was big that he was carrying. You saw how damn his fucking legs almost touching the floor when he was patting him on his shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the amount of the emotion and like there's been some, say what you want, but like Daredevil breaking that dude's arm, snapping it out. There's been bloody scenes we've seen. I'm telling you, if they make this Muse fight similar to the comics, we're gonna have one of the grittiest things we've seen in the MCU.
Dude, he put the thing inside of the fucking guy at the end of the episode and started pumping the fucking blood into the 5-gallon bucket. I was like, damn.
It's just such a slow build, but I'm hoping that episode 5 just brings us back to like, okay, back in the suit. Muse is starting to cause problems. Kingpin's coming around. Like we're about to get hit with that. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Because the thing is, with Kingpin, if he doesn't get that project done, that's what's gonna set him over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The stress of it's gonna bring him.
The stress is like, fuck this. I don't want to go through the red tape, because when she was telling him all that red tape that he had to cross just to get that shit done, he was not happy about that shit.
I mean, part of the thing with Fisk is like in his mind, he's like, you know, I have to go through all these loops to get something done, but he's the type of guy that's like, I'll just punch my way through it.
Yeah.
I'll just punch my way through it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yep.
So to him, I'm like, bro, just, you know.
Torian, I don't know if that was A-Train, but if he was carrying A-Train, I didn't notice that. Like, you're talking about A-Train from The Boys, right? I don't think that was him, but
no, it wasn't.
It wasn't him, was it?
It wasn't him.
If that was A-Train, I would have watched that episode 10 times.
Or is he saying, was that A-Train?
Was
like
that a train?
A train.
Yeah. I think he's putting people on the tracks.
No, he's sucking their whole blood out of them.
Oh, that's what he's
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's sucking all that blood because he has that 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah.
That he was just
He's using it for paint.
He was fucked up, bro.
Yeah, the things that he was doing. And the other thing about the Muse thing, you saw it when he was looking directly at it. They ain't fade away to say, "Oh, there's a guy there screaming, and he's about to stick him with this thing." No, they showed it. Yeah, going. I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Listen, I'm hoping the last, what do we have? 4 episodes left. The last 4 episodes.
Yeah,
cook. We need him to cook, man.
Yeah,
Episode 5 needs to be a banger. I need my boy in the
action.
suit. I need big Kingpin. I need some crazy Muse stuff.
I need Punisher to pop out.
Yep.
The thing is, I want Punisher to stay where he's at right now. I don't need him until
I need him to pop out.
6. I need him at 6.
It's funny to me because I
seven,
think we're
actually.
definitely going to get more Punisher, but then I think it's literally going to be a Punisher pops up to help Murdoch, and then it's like, see you guys in my special in a little while. Whenever Disney Plus decides to put it out, I'm going to go fuck up these cops pretending to be me real quick.
I think the whole thing with the whole Punisher thing, I think they're going to solve that issue first. I think they should, because with that episode when he was doing the Bloodhound thing, I was like, yo, this is good.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, he knew there was a little bottle there. He dropped it on the street. He saw where White Tiger got shot.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, this is New York City, and somebody using a Glock, there's going to be a projectile coming out.
Yeah.
And he just dropped the bottle. He's like, okay, I just got to hear this fucking where this bottle goes.
Yeah, wherever it goes.
And he's like,
I like that too.
I was like,
it's the nuances to like, oh, his heights, his senses are heightened.
They're trying to teach anybody who didn't watch the Netflix one that say, hey, he knows what the fuck he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then he found there's a whole lot of little nuances in there when he found out that the girl, the DA was from some country, some other shit like that.
Oh yeah.
He just heard her accent, and he was like, he started flirting with her, and she was feeling his ass. I was like, yo, you Mr. Cox, yeah, you got it right.
Mm-hmm. All right, but that's an episode. We're very excited to see what happens next.